Dating is the only time you go shopping when you don't know the ingredients to the product. When you go buy a new car, you know what it got: AC, heat. You go to the restaurant, this is what we cook our green. But when you start dating, you don't get no list that say this. She's a foster kid, but she don't want to tell you that because she think that's going to turn you off if she didn't grow. You see that? What's really wrong with them? Once you get deep enough and in love enough, and then the true person surfaces. This is why you can date somebody. You ever see people dated for 10, 20 years? They was good. Got married and divorced the first year. How y'all was together for 20 years? You know why? Because your ego that projects that false sense of who you are to the person, it stops lying under 3 conditions. The mask gets turned off, tore off under 3 conditions. Guess what they is? A woman gets pregnant, y'all move in together, or y'all get married. Those are the 3 conditions that forces the ego to reveal who you really are. This is why I tell people you should never marry somebody if you didn't live with them for at least 3 months. There's no way I'm marrying a woman. There's no way I would let my daughters marry a man who you didn't cohabitate with for at least 3 months. Because guess what, Nick? When you were just picking her up and dating for 10 years, that's easy. But when you go and sleep in her house, you sleep in her house, you didn't know she had a secret cell phone. You didn't know her ex-husband knocks on the door all times of the night. You didn't know she don't like to clean up the damn house. You didn't know she don't wash her hands before she, you see what I'm saying? You start seeing. You didn't know her mother come over here and post up on the couch all night with her funky toe. Do you see? It's not until you live with somebody that you really know who they are. Now, I do tell women this, Nick, because we can abuse that. We'll live with a woman for 20 years and say, I still ain't made up my mind yet. Y'all damn near to the cemetery. What you mean you ain't made up your mind? So I tell sisters 2 years. If you've been living with a man consistently under the same roof for 2 years, he knows if he's going to marry you. It's up to you whether you're going to be the fool to hang around after 2 years. Because as you know, being a man, after a year, you got a pretty good idea whether this could be a wife, if she could be a wife. After the 2nd year, you pretty much know. So if a man's still telling you, I don't know if you're the one after 3, 4, 5 years, he wants his cake and eat it too.
Is Dr. Umar married?
I'm not, but I will be. I plan on having 2 queens, but I got to take my time. And the reason I got to take my time is being around successful men like you has turned me into a celebrity, and people forget I'm really a revolutionary. I'm not a celebrity. You see, I always tell people this: if you don't like you, why are you expecting him to like you? Why are you looking for a relationship if you ain't got one with yourself first? You don't like yourself. Why are you shopping for? If you don't like yourself, why would anybody else like you? You don't even like you.
You don't like yourself, and you looking
and I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with you? That's insane. Same thing with self-esteem. I tell people, if you got low self-esteem, you have no business dating somebody with high self-esteem, because the only thing you could be to them is an emotional slave. We always talk about being equally yoked economically. We talk about being equally yoked educationally. What about being equally yoked psychologically?